Um, the weather is not terribly promising today, and since I am still stuck outside of my garage, I'm gonna try to go through some boxes before maybe it starts to rain. Um, because rain is pretty typical in northern Germany in the fall, I may have to find a setup. Um, which means maybe you won't have the same background view of my pile of stuff. But anyway, let's get started. Okay. Another crate. We had one of these. Here's the second one. Looks and sounds like something they've been living in here. So that might be garbage. We'll see. What else do we have here? Uh, Parts, or it looks like just the cable for a wireless uh bicycle computer. Um, whatever these are, no idea. Very orange things. A 3D phone cover for looks like an old Nokia. Uh, cheap old shower curtain. Number of That's most of it. The number of barbecue utensils, which I'm sure I can sell at a garage sale or something. Those are new, unused barbecue utensils. Not completely worthless for sure. Wooden handles. A broken curved metal tong, functioning curved metal tongs. Uh, number of car chargers for who knows what. No idea. Some car chargers for things. Another one with this old style charger. It's another brush, simply a piece of wood. Uh, looks like a little squirt gun, replica squirt gun. Something my son would probably appreciate. This says it is a knife holder, a glass knife holder. Looks like a return. It looks like incomplete, it says. So I'll have to look through that and see what that's all about. A random power cord. Yeah, this cheap piece of metal tongs with some rust, metal recycling, a couple of potato pickers, and some scrap. So yeah, that's it for this crate. That is not a whole lot, but at least a few things to look at. Let's see what else we got. Right. Now we get into the old tech. Here is a suction cup towel rack. Suction cup towel rack. Looks like here there has been a mouse in here, but it doesn't affect things that are in packaging, so that shouldn't matter. But here are a lot. I guess this is a phone charger with retractable cable, a phone car charger, but for a Sony Ericsson phone. So with a list of names. So my guess is these are going to be essentially scrap. I'll tear them apart, recycle the electronics. Here's one for a Siemens outdated phone charger, wall charger for a Siemens. Um, a large number of cigarette lighters, which someone can always use, I imagine, if they still function. More Sony Ericsson chargers. Yeah, there's some of these that, yeah, a bunch of Sony Ericsson chargers and cigarette lighters. So that's this entire box. I will go through them at another time and see what I just figure I have to scrap immediately and what maybe I can scrap some other time. But it looks like there was a mouse living near there. So some of these things, so you can see, for instance, here's some leavings, some from a mouse. Um, yeah, unfortunately, that's the way it is when things are stored for ages. Here's another former Mouse House box. These are folding wireless sensor bars compatible with a Wii. So, a Wii sensor bar. And there are three of these, two of which the packaging will have to go because, again, mouse. Here is Personal Desktop XP. Looks like some old software, right? So, don't know what we'll be able to do with that. A couple of digital clocks. See, 3, 4 digital alarm, like simple alarm clocks, travel alarm clocks with a radio. A lot of them will have to be cleaned. Let's see, this is, oh, ringtone software. Or really old telephones, ringtone software. Another one of those Wii compatible things. Let's see, some Scotch tape, potentially useful. A calculator that's in really, that's on straight in. Let's see, that's paper and that's electronics recycling. Uh, the rest of this looks like it's probably going to be garbage. There's a mix of hacky sacks, but a lot of this stuff is all stuck together because of the mouse visits. Looks like the tore a couple of these hacky sacks apart. So yeah, this is going to be a garbage bin. Yeah, that's just the nature of it. I sort of knew when I went through the unit before I bought all this stuff that some of these things were going to be garbage. Okay, this is a nice clean looking box with electronics in it. Let's see, universal battery charger. So for charging rechargeable batteries, that's something that is definitely can be used. This says, interesting. What is that? Are they speakers? It says gunmetal line, so a certain kind of looks like maybe a car speakers. Oh, but they look like brand new. Yeah, a set of brand new car speakers. So I'll have to look those up and see if they are still something that someone would use and that I could put online. I have in the last this past weekend. It's Monday that I'm recording this. This past weekend, I did sell my first two things from this purchase on eBay. So the first two eBay purchases. This is a wireless remote control link from Philips. We'll have to look that up and see if that is something that will still be useful with today's technology. It is still new, brand new. Yeah, I guess you get a lot of glare there, but yep, it is still brand new. So some nails. We got some of these in the past. I'm gonna have to put those all together. Here's another, looks like a small speaker, either to build your own speakers or a car speaker. So a small speaker, I can look up and see what that's all about. This is a voltage transformer from 230 volts to 115 volts. It's incredibly heavy. My guess is that it's open box, new, but I'll have to look that up as well. A number of things here that have potential. Another another small speaker element, either for car speaker, car audio, or just for building your own speakers. another one. This one is actually a wall or ceiling speaker. So I'll have to look that up. I mean, those are definitely things. Um, Audio hasn't moved as quickly away from old tech as the computer stuff has. Here is simply, it looks like some sort of on-off valve. I have no idea what that is. Um, yeah, I gotta move that. That was that inverter. This is another tool of some kind. Um, oh, this is, yeah, for hobbyists and stuff. It is a magnifying glass with a little clip on there, an alligator clip, so that you can work on things. Whether you're, yeah, it says third hand with lens, so that's what that is. I'm sure someone will pick that up. Oh, here are some mini digital video cleaners. So cleaner kits, head cleaner kits for old camcorders. Interesting. This is an this empty. Okay. Here's a digital panel meter. So something that would be part of building, putting a some sort of tool together. Let's see, what are these? These are interest. Oh, a toilet water savers. Toilet water savers. Interesting. I guess you hang them on the old style toilets and has you load less water up. Doesn't really, I don't know. It's interesting to see that here because the toilets in Europe, at least that I'm familiar with, are not accessible like they are in the US with a tank. Hey, this looks like another tool holder, but it does have a big slash on the front. So my guess is that's just going to be garbage. Oh, it's a microphone boost. So here, let's see, microphone amplifier. So, tiny microphone amplifier, battery operated. Let me put this back together. Looks like the opening clasp might have broken. That might be why it was returned, because it was broken. So uh, I don't know if that will bring us anything or will be electronically recycled. Well, recycled physically, but as electronics. A couple more of these small tape measures that I think were intended as promo items. They have a little blank space on there for printing. Here is a tiny little digital alarm clock. This says it is a all-in-one card reader, all universal card reader with USB. So, might be able to use that still. That is a remote alarm clock with a thermometer. Okay on there. Two-port KVM switch. Right. I got a number of these KVM switches that I think are probably going to end up being way outdated. Um, this looks just like a tiny USB insert. It doesn't look like that's the box for it. That's a digital keychain. I think we've seen one of those before. Here is, what is that? Oh, also probably a moisture. Yeah, for measuring moisture in the walls or in firewood or something like that. Moisture measurer. Yeah, that's that somewhat broken um, microphone amplifier. Here is a cable for something. Yeah, this is a mixed bag. Well, mixed box, I guess, to be more specific and literal. Mixed box. Here's some scrap paper. Here is a motion and sound detector. And yeah, a tiny speaker. Really tiny speaker element. So for I guess for people who are making their own sound, putting their own sound system together. So very small speaker element, but these might be things that I could bundle together. I have a number of speaker in this box, so we'll see. Maybe that is something I can put together as a package. But that is it for this crate. And now I have a full table. So give me, well, you won't really have to wait because I'll cut it together. But I'm going to clean this up and get some more boxes. Okay, got that cleaned up. We'll grab some new boxes here. Let's see, what is this? My gloves. See what we have here. Another one of these. We've had cosmetic bags a number of times. Okay, like an under the bed storage tote. Still new in the package. Plastic egg carton. A wind spiral. Oh, looks like I have a lot of these. So something that you could hang in your front yard. It's like it's nylon or nylon wind spiral. A stack of those. This one looks like a seahorse on it. Dolphins. Lot of planting cups. My wife will use some of these for sure. She always likes to grow seedlings and then let them die without producing anything edible. Couple more plastic egg holders. Ah, a camera. The no name Oregon Scientific. Looks like a kid's camera, digital photo studio. I can look that up and see. Um, Old digital cameras sometimes are still desirable. A lot more of these and a few more of these. So some windsock sort of things. Oh, and a bath and sink plug. Windsocks, some twine for the yard. One more thing in here. Oh, a sanding sponge. So basically for a quick sanding. And that is it. A couple of pieces of garbage, metal garbage, and we have an empty crate. Okay, so we got this stuff, which will definitely get used by someone. Not really an eBay sales item, but I'm sure someone in the neighborhood would be willing to pick those up if we put them out for free. I will figure that out. Put these back in there. Super. And I'll clean my nose here. Actually, a beautiful fall day today. It's supposed to be very overcast. I don't know how friendly the sun is, unfortunately, when I'm recording, so that's not good. Let's see what else we have. Another another box of electronics. Here's some audio visual controls. Oh yeah, this is. We might have to put a pause on this and come back. The sun is beautiful, but it makes it really hard to show you what's in these boxes. Um, let's see. How big is this? Oh, okay, a hard disk heatsink. So a heatsink for a hard disk. So sort of a weather station, remote weather station. A 12 melody doorbell, digital doorbell. Another 2-port KVM switch. Another KVM switch. Ah, there's a DVD burner from LG, which interestingly, as the modern returns, it is not what is listed on the box. So it's probably somebody's old one that they returned and kept the new. Another battery charger, some LED tea lights, and yeah, these KVM switches. What else do we have in here? It looks like a piece. I don't know if that goes to the doorbell or if it's a different one, but regardless, it's old looking. Ah, and this is also a doorbell. So this might actually be the one that goes with this. But that looks really old. But that is it. Clean this up, get back to you. Yeah, move some of that stuff to the side here. Didn't really clean it all up because I have another box of random dated electronics that I want to go through. And I brought some wet wipes here, some cleaner. Because some of the stuff is just not so fun to look at. But if I clean it off a little. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? DVB T hybrid PC card. So, um, again, dated electronics. Not sure what I'm going to be able to do with the PC card from probably 15 years ago. But yeah, you can see the buildup of filth on these things. So let's see. This is network multifunction server. Something else. Something else to look at. What is this? I don't know if that's what's in here. GeForce, it says. Driver for Windows. So that's GeForce Graphics Accelerator card. My guess is that it's not going to accelerate to the standard that people are used to nowadays. Um, what does it really even say about this on here? Graphics Accelerator, NVIDIA Essential 8400 GS, 256 megabyte DDR2. Yeah, that's this thing. Looks cool. Old. It's old tech. Another rechargeable battery charger. We have a couple of those. This thing, the AS Rock. Wow, what is that thing? I mean, it looks cool just because it has spaceships on it. But oh wow, it's a motherboard, it looks like. Look at that puppy. Interesting. Again, that is the DDR 400 here, it says on here. 400 megahertz DDR 400. I'll have to look that up. Again, that is, I guess we could call it vintage technology rather than outdated technology. Um, there are people that are into it. I, for one, am okay with things that are 5 years old. I'm not the first one to update everything in my house, but at the same time, I don't know if I would be happy with my old 15-year-old laptop if it were still being used. But I can definitely look that up and see what that's worth. Another empty crate to be washed and repurposed. Clean this off and grab another one. Oh, yeah, electronics. Okay, what do we have? Screen protector. Big Ben Play. Well, I guess it's not just when. What is that? Ah, protective film for Nintendo 2DS screens. Nintendo 2D. My guess is that there's not a huge market for that. But you never know. If I had the Nintendo 2DS in here, that would be worth something, right? But that's just a protective screen, off-brand, Big Ben. Here's the second one. I'll just wipe these a little bit. Oh, now here's some branded items from Nintendo. Nintendo DS carrying case in blue. And yeah, the branded items, I don't know. It might be. Here's another one. Nintendo DS carrying case in silver with that Nintendo logo on there. Ho ho ho. iPhone 5 and 5S DC branded. Now those are cute. Too bad nobody uses an iPhone 5 anymore, but those are pretty cool. This is a dimmer bridge. Oh, I guess if you're installing a dimmer on a lamp cable itself, you can put that on the cable. Not sure if that's what that is. Some cables. Another Nintendo branded item, a Wii U gamepad cradle, branded by Nintendo brand. So it is original. So if somebody is a connoisseur of the Nintendo Wii, another Nintendo DS carrying case. And then a variety of phone cases here for the Samsung Galaxy S3. Another DS screen protector. And then yeah, a bunch of iPhone 5, 5S character cases. DC looks like primarily. Yeah, we got some Supergirl, Wonder Woman, Supergirl, Superman, bunch of character cases. Now, if only I knew somebody that had an older phone than me, right? They might be able to use these. See what else we got? Yeah, just a whole stack of those. Couple stacks. There's a Looney Tunes for the iPhone 5, 5S. The old Bugs Bunny. Another Wonder Woman. This one is wooden. A wooden iPhone 5, 5S cover. Just about, what, 10 years, 15 years too late for those. Again, some Wii cradles. Number of other Wii cradles. Another Samsung Galaxy S3 tartan case here. Screen protection for the DS. Some sort of 4 USB converter. Yeah. Um, charging cable, random charge. There's a lot of these random charging cables in here. Another random charging cable, USB cable. An old Microsoft mouse. Clean that up, right? Again, even if it goes in the scrap, clean scrap never hurts, right? So, but here's an old Microsoft mouse. Can definitely check that out. Looks like it's in good shape. Just got a little dirty. And a Wii Fit meter. The Wii Fit meter. So, yeah, for Wii enthusiasts and Nintendo DS enthusiasts, there are a few things in here. Um, yeah, now I don't really have much room. So, give me a minute. I'll be back. Okay. Moved most of the stuff out of the way there. Just a few more boxes that don't have much in them, just so I can clear out some space here. Yeah, these are my cleaning supplies. And in here we have ashtrays with that marijuana theme. So I got a spinning hitting ashtray. So these are sort of novelty ashtrays, I guess. There are 6 of them still in the boxes. There are these that it is toilet brushes, it looks like. What? That's just apparently they're supposed to be decorative because they have like some shriveled up plastic flowers in there. Oh yeah. Oh, that's not pretty. Well, the wrong side on there, maybe. Yeah. Oh, they look to both be the same. Okay, it's maybe gonna work. So that's the idea. That, oh, there's liquid in there. They're like floating around. Why would you want that? Is like a snowless globe of a toilet brush holder with a handle as well. That apparently that's why it's all wet because it used to have liquid in it. Why? 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 No, thank you. No, thank you. And I say once again, no, thank you. Yeah, that's no, no reason for that. I'm not even gonna perpetuate that nonsense in the world. These things are going straight in the garbage. Luckily, there are only three. I say that there's probably 5 cases of them back behind me somewhere. But I'm hoping there are only three because that was a poor idea with poor manufacturing execution. So garbage, garbage, garbage. Now these might fit our existing toilet brush, so I might keep those. But these are garbage. So yeah, a couple of ashtrays and some garbage. And then there is this, which is I've seen moving around from time to time. They are microfiber cleaning cloths, right? So for cleaning this stuff, maybe around the garage. In theory, that would be fine, right? You can always use these, except there's a mouse in here as well. So we're looking at garbage, potentially useful, garbage, 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 lean in plastic, garbage. Yeah, let's just say mostly disgustingly garbage. So yeah, an easy one to do, but not a profitable one at all. I'm gonna power wash all of these crates before I use them again for anything else. Um, because I don't want to just continue this mouse used garbage stuff around here. So we've got three that I can use to clean up in the garage. I would never put those in my house or try to sell them to anyone, give them away, anything like that. I know what they are. I will use them and then throw them away. Next up, equally interesting, um, tiny cheap metal pottery. So here, spoons. It might be all spoons. Looks like it might be all spoons. So very inexpensive looking. They actually have a price tag for 59 cents for 6 metal spoons. So, um, metal spoons. I guess what someone could do with these is jewelry making, maybe, to make some equally cheap jewelry with these cheap metal spoons. Um, here's some shoelaces. cheap metal spoons, shoelaces, a few wooden kitchen utensils, a plastic ladle, plastic kitchen spoon, one package of napkins, and a bunch of loose plastic forks, aka garbage. Yeah, not the most thrilling collection of boxes here. All right, and this one equally unimpressive, but maybe slightly more useful than metal forks. Here is a stopwatch. I'm sure someone, once this battery is replaced, can use stopwatch. I know my son would love to have it, although he certainly does not need it. Um, and then a bunch of cables, right? Here's some 25 pin cables, right? VHS cable, another Samsung charger cable, right? USB to 25 pin adapter, it looks like. PC audio video cable, connectors is 6 4-pin IE139. Yeah, so a bunch of cables and chargers, outdated. Here is, yeah, USB 2 cable, but with, yeah, an old-fashioned attachment. So that's what most of this here is. Um, RCA cables, some people are still using those in their stereo equipment. Um, yeah, S card cables. Yeah, more RCA. RCA cables might be okay. Yeah, here's just a simple stereo wire, but it might be outside. So yeah, that's cables. So here's what is that? I do not know. Some sort of dial or switch for something, a wall switch. Ah, here is a projection clock. Looks like projection clock. We can. Ah, here it looks like a presenter with laser pointer. So a few actual electronics, and the rest on this is cables. So yeah, I can look and there's a market for any of these cables. The ones that there aren't, I cycle. The ones that there are, I'll put in a bundle and throw up on eBay and see if I can get rid of them. For now, I will simply get them out of the way and see what we can do with this box. I'll pipe this down. Some of these debris from the crates. Then I imagine chop this open. That's 13. It says 13 times something, 2 times something. But that might mean nothing. Most of these boxes have been used again and again and again. So what it says is on there. It's not on. But we will see. There's a DHL shipping label on there. Oh, um, interesting. Some floral arranging things. Not sure. Oh, fake pears. Smell fine. Uh, I don't need fake pears, so 2 boxes of fake pears. No, yeah, and then a bunch of ocean scented potpourri, like dyed blue potpourri. My guess is that's all gonna go in the garbage. Maybe Maybe these pairs, I can see if I know anyone who does arranging, but the blue floral potpourri is what's it smell like, right? That's what potpourri is all about, smelling. Where do I open this thing? Just cut it up. Not, it doesn't smell bad, but it's not potent. So these are gonna be garbage. Garbage day today. For me, not for the street, but I'm finding garbage. Small box. Aha. Yeah. This. I think I threw this in there. Ear thermometer and a bunch. The whole box is filled with these, which are, I guess, for beachgoers. You can put some money and a key or something in here. It is watertight. You'll wear it around your neck, cinch it up around your wrist, whatever you feel like doing, so that your valuables are with you but don't get wet. So there are a whole bunch of those. I don't know if anybody uses those anymore. Um, Regardless, it would be something that would have to just be sold like 100 a piece online. Ah. Oh yeah. Uh, purple things. Purple things? They say epo epotherm. Epotherm. I have no idea. That may be a handle for some device. It's a toy gun. Can go with the toy squirt gun that I pulled out earlier. Here is a bag. Looks like a camera bag or tool bag. It says Voltcraft. There are a bunch of these little cylinders in here. Anyone? Ah. Oh, it looks like maybe a back converter from AA to a larger size or something. I'll have to look that up, see what on earth those are, but there's four of those little cylinders in this bag. I don't know what tool belonged in here before, but there is no tool in there now. This looks like the hand of a ice scraper. It is all alone in here. All alone in here, which means it is garbage. Here is rainbow light, but there's nothing in here. That is recycling. Uh, a candle, wrapped candle with gold stars on it. Um, a hole for something. It's an interesting box. There is a damaged snowman, garbage. There is this thing. I guess it could, oh, maybe a pot holder. Are these things related? Oh, there's an orange candle. Here is a pair of purple candles. This is a door handle. Rhymes with candle, but is not a candle. Oh, another baking form for Christmas cookies baking form. I can put that over there with my, I throw the box away. Put this over there with the baking forms for pretzels that I have over there from a previous video. Two off-white candles that look like they have melted flat a little bit. A star-shaped white candle. A smaller star-shaped white candle. A single white saucer. Oh, some tracing paper, I think it says. Colored tracing paper. I think I had a stack of these that I came across when I was moving earlier. Not filming, but just moving things around. Um, a bag of connectors of some kind, like for some sort of belting system or a stand. But that's it. It's just this bag. There's a rim tree. Oh, I think this is like floor stuff. Like this thing, I'll put in metal recycling. Um, Suction cup soap dish, wire soap dish, suction cups, two empty plastic bags, a part of some sort of assembly thing, a gift bag in bad shape, a tin horse, candle in a glass, candle in a square shaped glass, um, random metal thing, Christmas star, looks like, with a tag on it. Aha, 3 Christmas ornaments. Yeah, it's so incredibly random. Okay, there's a charger for a Voltcraft thing, so I will set that aside in case I come across a Voltcraft tool without its charger. And yeah, there are 3 of these, this thing, this stuff, um, some other random hardware pieces, 2 nuts, and a Oral-B disposable toothbrush bed. Some boxes, show promise, and other boxes and stacks of boxes and whole days worth of boxes um make me question my sanity. Okay. Next one. I don't think this is gonna be the savior. There is a shower head complete with bath gel. Okay. Shower head with bath gel. There is a picnic, looks like a picnic blanket. Looks to be in perfectly good shape, which is a miracle, considering that there were definitely mice living in this, that not here, but where I got this stuff. Well, who knows? There might be mice living in here too, but there weren't before. Okay, some painter's tarps. Those are useful. At least, this looks like a thick curtain of some sort. But you know what I'm thinking? This is going to be a perfect cloak for my son's Halloween costume as a medieval spy, if you saw an earlier video. This is sort of a burlappy, woolly sort of looking thing. This is sock. We're going to cut that up, stitch some magic. Here is an old curtain. Here is an old sheet, fitted, right? Fitted sheet or just plain sheet. Um, yeah, those are maybe going to be used to cover things up, but not going to be able to get rid of them. Empty box. Anything interesting? Oh, let's see, what's this one say? It says in German, keychains 24 times blue. Let's see what we got. My guess is 24 blue keychains. Okay. I saw one of these. I actually saw one of these in an earlier video that I pulled out. It is a keychain with like a tiny built-in vial. I don't know if it would be for keeping emergency medicine in, maybe your nitroglycerin or some illicit substance in there, right, on your keychain. But there are, yes, 24 of those, 2 inbox, perfectly acceptable for somebody who wants to carry tiny things around on their keychain. But yeah, there's a whole box of those new, packed up, undamaged. So those will probably end up being set out at a garage sale or maybe sold the whole box for something. But yeah, I'm just going to continue to make them there. Oh, Jay, here's another small box filled with world time alarm clock calendar calculators. It's all one. We might have seen one of these somewhere before, but so let's see. Open that up. That's sort of slow motion. And then you can set it up. It has the clock, as promised, a calendar or a calculator. I don't know how the calendar comes work, but got the calculator. You can set up like this, like a teeny tiny laptop. Imagine it also tells time. Um, Interesting-ish. So yeah, and these are all new in the box, and there are a bunch of them. So again, small items that might or might not be interesting to someone in bulk or for 50 cents or a euro at a garage sale, but not something I could list on eBay individually by any means. I'm running out of space, folks. Running out of space. Let's so let's consolidate some garbage. I'm moving on it. I'm working on it. All right. Uh, Where's that box filled with? It looks like the same. This quantity 200 pieces. So if that's these, then I have 200 of these. Are they? Yeah. Pen and pencil cases in so faux crocodile. So I have 200 of those. Um, it is yeah. I'm guessing that that's completely beyond this tree. That is this entire box is just loaded with those faux alligator black pen and pencil cases. Interesting? I won't say interesting because it's not that interesting. Oh, if I said it was interesting, I'd be lying. Um, what? Oh, yes. One more. Then I've got some major straightening to do, and then I've got some other stuff to do today. I'd like to not have to do today, but I do. All right, so let's see what's in here. It is Sky. Is that a satellite receiver? Anyone know what that is? Sky. Made in China. Um, paper, 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 paper. Uh, a spray can of motorcycle DWF, multi-purpose lubricant and water repellent. I actually have a case of these over here. I haven't put on video yet. Well, grab these out, add that to the box. So I have a full box of these motorcycle lubricant cans. Um, so I am gonna stop by a motorcycle repair place thing and see if someone wants to give me something for this whole box. But yeah, that will be all consolidated there together. More paper. I guess they just used a lot of stuff to wrap this thing up. Oh, and here is the remote and the power cable. So it is a Sky, I think, satellite receiver with a power cable and remote. I will have to look that up and see if it's something anybody's going to be able to use. Okay, here are some old school 40-watt light bulbs. All right, 40-watt light bulbs with a filament light bulbs. I have a ton of light bulbs, well, not a literal ton, but a lot of light bulbs from this purchase. Just in crates, a lot of LED light lamps as well, and other different sizes and shapes of light bulbs. I'll go through those in a future video when I get that deep. Right now, I'm not so deep. Oh, here's another. So ashtray. I don't know for sure, but it may be that it's supposed to suck in the smoke. You push it and it spins like a top. Um, but I don't know. It says pull out here. Does that mean there's a battery? Is there like something? I do not know. I want to do it. Should I do it? Yeah, do it. No idea. Said pull out here. Separate the battery. My guess is if it does do anything, I can't hear it, or the battery's already dead. There's one of those. Suzy cards. Play of colors. Interesting. Okay, so printable greeting cards here. Pair of gloves, but the gloves are. Can you hear that? These are garbage. The gloves are garbage. Um, instructions for something, garbage. More instructions for something else, garbage. Okay, let me move this out of the way. In here, there's a bunch of hardware. So there are screws, nails, nuts. Um, again, these are great things to sell at a garage sale. There's another measuring tape. There's an old school outlet, but it is new old stock. Um, great thing to sell at a garage sale or in bulk. I do have a couple of carpenters that live in the neighborhood. So once I get a bunch of stuff together, I might just go by, hey, will you give me anything for all this stuff? Um, a lot of things have broken open, but yeah, there's some potential. Here's some tiny pieces of sandpaper or a tiny sanding tool. So, um, sadly, a lot of junk in this run through. Um, things that I don't see, definitely not too many things that I see listing on eBay or for pickup. It's more stuff that will either be sold in bulk, given away, dumped, kept if there's a few things that we want to keep. But yeah, not the greatest session of opening, but they're not all great. I'm hoping there's a few more great ones in here so that I can get my money back. Um, I did find this, which will be the medieval cloak for Halloween. So that's a big plus. That is a big plus. Um, yeah, but basically just a lot of scrapping and cleaning up to do before I get to go do anything else with my life. So hopefully next time it will be better for all of us, especially for me. It's my money, but it is your time. You can't fast forward. I can't fast forward. So Um, anyway, thanks for joining me. If you enjoy this and want to see the rest of the stuff at some point, make sure you subscribe, like, share this with your friends if you think they're interested in watching some weird guy open up junk. Thank you very much.